Wait, what happened? I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
So it was just something little boy
taking the toys.
It's
Household of Ant.
I know.
Oh, man.
Maybe the podcast should be at your house all the time.
If you want to.
There's always a kid getting hurt upstairs, and Chris is down here, so it can't be
fair,
him.
at Nicko's place, there's Nicole tripping over stuff, so that's kind of a kid getting hurt, right?
Yeah. I've been cleaning up the house, so that should happen less
Or
often.
it's Einstein being bound to that, where you had him tied up that one time, and he's just shaking
well, that's because he
violently.
That's because he shat everywhere, dude. It was like the worst, like... It was like the scene of Dumb and Dumber. Literally, he shat fucking everywhere. And I said, that's it. You're getting tied up in a corner. At least you should shit in this corner. You'll be fine.
Get in your shit corner.
Yeah. But
the funny part is that corner is right next to your work computer.
Which
so
sucks.
if he did shit,
yeah, I still have to clean it.
you would have to clean it, and your computer and like workstation would smell like shit the whole time.
Yeah. Listen, it's a time when you live in an apartment with a dog. But I can't blame him because he's blind. When he has to go, he has to go. So
True.
Yeah, it just sucks.
Why'd you sit on the floor? I am blind.
Yeah.
Now
I'm
move
gonna start
along.
using that now for when I shit on the floor. Yeah. I just shit on the floor. Sorry, I'm blind. What does that mean? What does that have to do with anything?
Get out of my way. I'm blind. And I shit. Clean it up.
But yeah. But I mean, yeah.
Oh, God.
At least it's just a corner.
It's been a week, man. It's been a week.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah.
It has. Like, I just got... I'm into spring break, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Feel good about that.
Yo, fuck all you people going on vacation for spring break, bro.
Yo, the COVID thing is going to be outrageous with all that, like, spring break vacation. It's going to be outrageous.
It's literally what happened last year.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of people going out, not being careful. Just, if any of you guys out there, just go out for spring break or do whatever it is doing this week. Just be very careful.
We're going on vacation Thursday.
That's different, though.
It just so happens to fall in spring break.
Yeah, but that's like the week.
But I'm not trying to be all...
You're not going to a beach and like going to like clubs and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
she got a timeshare. Well, her dad has a timeshare at like this villa, like this resort. I was like, all right, we can just be in the... That's already vacation.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything. I can just lay back and chill.
That's good, though. That's good enough. But yeah, no, like... People that go out, like, they'll go to Miami and they'll go, like, party.
Yo, Miami is
like
nuts
that.
right
it's
now.
It's outrageous. Like, the amount of COVID cases that are coming out of that freaking, like, city is outrageous.
I've seen videos of people in Miami. I'm like, it's like, y'all are acting like it's just super safe out here, 100%.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's scary, but just stay safe, everyone. Just public
And
service
fuck
announcement.
you.
Stay safe.
Stay safe and always remember, fuck you.
Fuck you. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, yeah.
I don't know.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know what to discuss, man. This week felt like it was like 4 weeks for me. I was literally sitting in my cube all week. I literally had like no fucking work to do whatsoever. Like, I normally have a bunch of shit to do, but this like chick that I'm supposed to split my work with, like, just like took it all. And I was just kind of just chilling there. I did more TikTok viewing in this week than I did actual work. It was funny because we have a work Discord and like we were setting up people to get paid on Friday, and there was like 114 plus that I had to like check and audit and to make sure it was all good to go. And he like put in the Discord, he's like, I'm sorry guys, there's a lot this week. I'm like, please don't be sorry, because this is the most work I've done all week, and it's Thursday. And like, and that work took me like 20 minutes. So I was like, okay, hate this so much.
That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Yeah.
I don't. That's another thing. I don't get paid big bucks.
Yeah, no, that's...
If you would like to support the show, send Chris some money.
This is my Cash App.
Yeah.
I'll use it on toys.
The circle of life.
Toys.
It all comes back.
Yeah, man.
Toys,
it all comes
work,
back
money,
to toys.
But yeah, no, it's been a long week. It really has been.
Oh, yeah.
I think for everyone, yeah. So.
Yeah, work's been kicking my ass.
Yeah.
And then I was telling Chris, I was like, yo, I was up until like 1:30 was like the average, like all week, because I would work all day, and then I would come home and do all this shit and record and be up and just editing and posting like all the shows. And I think like Thursday, like you said, Thursday got here, and I'm just like, I'm down here at this point, like looking at the screen, like, why can't I have the other 8 hours of the day to do this?
I feel that.
Yeah. That's what I feel right now. Like, there was there was a moment I had with the director of my school, and I was like, yo, listen. Everything that I'm doing here, is it fucking worth it? Like, am I doing the right fucking thing here?
I feel you.
And like, it sucked because it was like, because it's something that I do want to do, like game development and putting myself out there and doing all that work. It's what I want to do, but it's like at the same time I'm looking at the current job I have and it's just trash. I'm like, yeah, this isn't enough, but I also don't want to just turn my hobby into work and then hate it the same way. So it was that moment of fear of like, am I doing the right thing, or should I just be focusing on something else? And like, in the end of it all, like the director was like, listen, there's so many developers out there that end up like working on big projects and then they just work on one big project, and that just satisfies a life. It's like, it all depends on what you want to do and what you're looking to do, like get out of it. Yeah. So it's like, don't look at it for the money. If you want to tackle a project, just make sure that that's your goal. Get that project done.
You can't look at it for the money.
Yeah. So it's like don't ever look at it for the money.
If I didn't genuinely enjoy recording this and play and genuinely enjoy video games, doing it for the money, we just stopped after episode like 2. Like, you know what? Never mind. You don't need to do this.
Must be the money.
Exactly.
But
plus, you record with people. You record people like Chris, who knows all the hip hop. And
right? Sorry, that song's good.
It is good. But yeah, you record with like-minded people about things you like, and you work on like something you're passionate about, which also is tied into what we record about. Like, it works. You gotta enjoy with your extracurricular shit outside of your regular job, or else you're gonna drive yourself insane.
Yeah, I'm so grateful I have this project and I'm with you guys doing this, because any other time I would have been murdering someone out there.
This is like the refresh of the week.
Yes.
Like every single week when we do this, it's like, okay, I can do this week.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
Yeah.
But just going through the week, it just depletes, and you're just like, oh fuck, I'm getting to eat, and then like, we get here, we just bullshit, and we
Yeah, we rejuvenate, we get our juices flowing, and we start over.
Yeah, man.
These are gonna be the episodes that the fans recall back to later on when we blow up. Like, hey, remember when you guys had those shitty jobs that you hated and complained about? And
listen, all I'm looking forward to is like to be able to meet our fans and do that stuff like out in like cons and stuff like that, like TwitchCon and all that stuff, with Chris being like outrageous at his Twitch career currently, because it's the only one that's streamed in the
with
same
2 fucking viewers, bro.
Yeah, don't matter.
Fucking going up.
Listen,
man.
Everyone starts at 2 viewers. It all depends, and all you can do is go up. So.
You're not wrong. I'm just chilling and playing games.
Listen, man,
I don't give a fuck if nobody watches. It's just funny.
The con thing, that's why I always make that joke of Chris is everybody's favorite character, even though he's a real man.
Oh yeah,
but he's everybody's favorite character.
I'm a real boy.
But because I can see by his personality on the show during the streams, that you're gonna be the guy everybody wants to fuck with. Like when they're like, "Oh shit, that's Chris from Save It for Recording." They're gonna be like, "I have a little kid here. You want to tackle him?"
Yeah. We're gonna have a separate booth called the kid kicking contest, and it's gonna be like everyone against you.
It's just kids. He's gonna have a fan of kids who all want their Jar Jar Binks figure signed by Chris.
Yeah, that would be dope.
They're gonna be like, "Can you choke slam me? Can you choke slam me right here?"
We're gonna have to have a landing pad just so he can just choke slam kids.
Never stops.
No. Every episode.
It's on brand, man.
What it was built from of him just grabbing something off a shelf has turned into him tackling children, body slamming kids, beating
this
children
story
up.
has gotten outrageous. This
really is like the epitome of Whisper Down the Lane that you play in fucking elementary school.
It really is.
Like it starts off like the color is blue, and by the end it's like, oh yeah, this was an inside job. Like Alex Jones is
Blue
at the
bank
end.
robberies.
Yeah.
Started out
Sonic is a Nazi.
That's where it ends. Like, damn, the color was just blue. Now Sonic is a Nazi. Episode title.
I can see that too. That definitely is how that went. It's just started out with, I got the toy first than the kid. I was just faster.
I was just fast,
So like,
man.
I drop kicked the child and broke his neck. Like,
never said. Never said. Never once.
No, I didn't say you were the one that said it. I just said that's how the story went.
Yeah, it just keeps going more and more.
If we do, well, and after this we'll start. But if we do one of those cons later on, we have to us two walk out. But like one of us is pushing Chris in a wheelchair, and we make it so it doesn't show his legs. So like he did it, ladies and gentlemen. He does not have legs.
Nice. And then just like blasting, hide your kids, but it's just that part. It's just that on loop.
Hide your kids.
It's just hide your kids, and that's it. No wives. Wives are fine. You can have your wives out in public, but kids, hide them.
Oh
Everybody's cheering for us, and then we just roll you up to a microphone, and you just be like, "Fuck legs." Everybody erupts.
Right? I just want to have that squeaky wheel too. Is it squeaky? It's squeaky. It's squeaky. It's squeaky. Oh my god.
Chris, you're the best character.
Yeah.
Sure. If you say so.
All right.
Watch The Mandalorian for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry. I don't
You're
watch
not.
anything.
You're not sorry. You're not sorry.
Yeah.
No, I didn't finish it. The first 2.5 hours of Zack Snyder. I didn't finish it, though, because I fell asleep. But
4 fucking hours with the
I started it.
Yeah.
So that should
I
count
heard
for
the
something.
end is good. Like the very end, there's a good scene. I watched it. My brother was watching it when I got home on Friday, I think. And it was just the last scene with like the Joker scene that everyone's talking about. And I was like, oh, fuck. That was good, dude. And I was really sad that wasn't what was in theaters. But
Yeah. I'm already seeing shit in there. I'm like, oh, that's different.
everything's different.
Yeah.
It's all changed.
I watched the original the day before it came out. I was like, good.
I feel
now
sorry
I can.
for you.
Well,
It's bad.
again, it was only watching it to know exactly
What
the
was
changes.
the difference?
So I sat through it, and I was like, okay, now that it's super fresh in my mind, I can watch this the next day,
Yeah.
and it's very different. That was your Zack Snyder's Justice League Minute. All right, now I'm gonna,
Hashtag ad. HBO Max.
yeah, HBO Max, pay us, or I'm gonna bleep that. You're like, woo, pay
The
us.
whole time, just beeping.
Yeah. All right. Level up, gamers, and welcome to Say Before Quitting. I'm Ant.
You're supposed to motion towards who goes first. Because that's like. So
I
that's how
just
know.
thought we had a system by now.
No, there's no system.
no
If you
system.
motion it, so then like introduce the person.
We flip flop it because
Yeah.
I could be Chris.
He could be Chris.
You could
He could be
be.
murdering children.
Yeah,
I'm keeping all this in. I'm Ant.
I'm Chris.
and I'm Nicko.
And do I got to point at you too?
The warning is for us.
All right. And welcome, everyone, and NGPs alike. Luckily, I don't have to point at all of you listening in order for you to listen. As always, save before quitting at gmail.com if you want to hit us up. Save letter B number 4 quitting on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. Yeah, got them all.
You got him that time, yeah. I didn't have to say TikTok. We actually posted TikToks.
We did.
Yeah.
I've
We
been
did.
posting
Yeah, you did.
things. Y'all need
It's
to start
really good.
streaming because I need more
I
than
know.
just me on it.
I know.
Because it's starting to seem like it's just white guy on Save Before
I
Quitting.
think if I wasn't recording late every single night, I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get my mind right at some point. I don't gotta put out aux scores tonight, so maybe I can do it tonight. Yeah. So thank you everybody for joining us, all you NG people, and what you guys been playing? What you guys been doing? How you guys been feeling?
Like crap. I'll start. I haven't played shit. No, that's a lie. I actually played.
You baited the audience.
No,
As usual.
No. I actually played some games. I took some time. I'm on my midterm week this week, or weekend. Luckily, some of my teachers were very nice. They only gave me 2 midterms. My history midterm is next following week, so I have a whole week off, which is great. And I took some time off on Thursday because I was very exhausted from being awake working through the week, working on these midterms. So I decided to, instead of finishing Astrobot, I started to play Ratchet and Clank,
Nice.
the PS4. So
That's the free one, right?
the free one,
Just came
yeah.
out.
So it's fun. Like it brought me back to the old Ratchet and Clank. They kept the system pretty close to the same.
Yeah, it's a remake of one of them.
yeah.
I think one of the PS2 ones.
Yeah. So it's great. I mean, it just they didn't add any of the haptic stuff for the remake because they did I think it was a remake from the
was
old one to the
PS4, right?
PS4. Yeah. So none of those capabilities are on there, but nonetheless, it's been fun. So I played through the first world so far on that game. I did it in one sitting. That game's pretty short, but it was fun. I can't really say anything negative about it. It just brought me back to those old days of like me wishing that they would port over like old games like Ratchet and Clank and Sly Fox and bring back
Sly
like,
Fox.
Yeah, it was like the Gray Fox.
the Gray
like,
Fox. They
cute,
used to
like,
steal stuff with the
yeah, the-
with the
Oh,
Hook King.
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper. Sorry,
I'm
not
like,
Sly
what the
Fox.
fuck is Sly Fox?
What is Sly Fox? That is a thing.
That is
I'm about to say, that
isn't
is
it?
a thing.
Maybe
But
it's
I
a
was like,
movie.
The reason I
Maybe-
questioned it, I was like, that's on PlayStation?
Maybe I'm
I
getting
will
confused with the
Google.
movie.
Isn't that like a computer game?
I think so. I don't know. I'm
Like
getting
a
my games
throwback computer
confused.
game?
The
But,
one that I was talking about back in the like Spy Fox, like the point and
Spy
click ones.
Fox. That's what that
Oh,
was.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll
Either
look.
way.
I think that's what it is.
Either way, but it brought me back to those days of like I wish they would like bring back Sly Cooper and bring back like what's the
What?
other one?
That's what it is. It's Spy Fox. Yeah.
Spy
Oh,
Fox.
shit.
Yeah,
I
there
brought
you
that
go.
up a while ago. Yeah.
What's the other game too? You had Ratchet and Clank, Sly
Jack and
Cooper
Daxter.
and Jack and Daxter's. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wish they would bring those over and like really start remaking those. But
They
yeah.
remastered Jack and Daxter for PS4, I
Yeah.
think. The collection. I would like to see that come back, but I don't think enough people like are interested.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people want it just because of
Only because I keep seeing them put these feelers out. Like, I remember when they remastered Spyro, and that got a huge hit. I feel like that's the next one that's going to come back.
yeah.
And then they put out the feeler with the Crash collection.
Oh, yeah.
And so many people
So
bought
many
it that they
people
made
picked
Crash
it up,
4.
yeah.
So I
Which
think it's just
that might be, yeah.
it's just due to it's up to fan reaction.
Yeah. So I mean, so far I played that. Play a little bit of League of Legends. I tried this new little app called P-Link.
What's that?
It's a like you can link up with other people who are playing other games.
Mm-hmm.
So it has like a profile build. So you can build your own profile of like what games you play, and you can put all your like roster stuff in there, like what ranking you are, how much kills you have, all that stuff, and you have that on your thing, and then you can just look for other players.
I like it.
So I was playing around with it, because I really want to get back into like League of Legends, and all of the friends that I used to play with, I'm like no longer in touch with them. So like my whole friend roster is 0. I have like one guy named Jack, which we always talk about, and he plays more Valorant because he's trying to get better at that, and
Right.
I'm no good at CS:GO games. So I decided to go back to League of Legends, and I tried the app, and it's pretty cool. So far, I found like 3 other guys that were all randos, and yeah, we won a few ranked games.
Dope.
That's all I really played.
Yeah, it's a nice little spread.
Yeah,
You did some playing. Right?
trying to feel my way out here.
Yeah, I got you.
I still need to jump in the stream.
You
So.
did more playing than me.
Yeah. I mean,
That's for sure.
I played a little Apex specifically yesterday with listener of the show Lucas. It didn't go that well.
I saw him come back in the Discord and say Apex sucks.
yeah, it was a bad time. It didn't help that he just downloaded the game he was watching me stream Breath of the Wild, which I'll get into in a second, and we'll come back to it for a question later on. But and then I was like, if you want to play Apex, like let me know and we can hop on. 'Cause he just got his PS5 recently. He's been playing Spider-Man a lot,
Oh yeah.
and that's the most like actual talking out loud I've done at work in the past week is just talking to Lucas about his experience with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
That's cool.
And then he was also like, what the fuck? Why did I have to play as Mary Jane? I'm like, yeah, I know, it sucks.
You just answered my question. I was about to be like the original or Miles Morales.
The original, yeah.
Okay.
He's doing that, and then I think he might head straight into that. I actually told he was playing what's it called? Horizon, and I told him to stop playing that and play Spider-Man instead. Because I was like, hold off on Horizon. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, play like an actual like legit like this is gonna make you not regret you spent your money on your PS5 because you get the remastered edition because he has Miles Morales. Then you can play Miles Morales, and then once the next Horizon gets a release date, then play Horizon, and you can get the story and all you need from there, and then you can go into the new game.
And that's gonna be fun because you can get that new drop, which we'll talk about later about Horizon.
So we're in the same seed, Lucas. I gotta beat Horizon myself.
Yeah, I just told him to skip it because I was like, dude, like he was having the same experience with me, like where the staff literally does nothing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, just fucking straight to Spider-Man. But he took a break from that to play Apex with me.
Right.
We did a little duo action. We weren't terrible, but we were getting like third party a lot and like killed almost immediately. And like I was saying to you guys prior to the microphone being on, like it felt like all of the other teams could tell that I was the one that was like experienced in the game, and he wasn't, because they would like just focus me every time, and I would go down first every single time, pretty much. And I'd be like just out of the fight, and then Lucas would just come up and like not have any experience and be like, "Oh, I have a sniper, let me use it from mid-tier range." And I'm like, "It's not what you're supposed to do, Lucas." But it's fine. But I wasn't mad at him. I'm like, "You're just, this is your first fucking game. Like I can't be mad at you for that." And then like I was
just
like,
over there silently enraged.
Yeah, there was one time we did a hot drop, and we were inside of a building. And I like knocked one dude, and then like two guys came at me and knocked me, and he comes running in, and there's still like 4 teams running around, and like you can hear their steps.
Well, wait, excuse me, old man question. A hot drop, is that when you drop where a whole bunch of people dropped?
Yes. It's also in Apex, they do this thing where they highlight an area with like a blue light, and that normally means there's going to be like 1 or 2 like really good items there. Most of the time it'll be like a gold gun, which is like a gun with all of the attachments, so you don't have to like look around for the loot.
Got it.
But it's the same thing pretty much. Like there's also hot drops that aren't with the blue thing. Like you can drop somewhere that's hot. But
thank you, local youth.
Yes.
Go on.
Local youth.
I sound like a jobber for professional wrestling. Local talent to get squashed by the Big Show. Where is the Big Show?
You're our youth representation on the show.
Sure. Tell that to my bones. Anyway.
I got older bones.
Fucking. So Lucas just runs into this building that has like 40 fucking people in it that are just like shooting at each other and like, you know, trying to kill each other, and just starts picking me up. And I'm like, Lucas, no, what are you doing, Lucas? And he gets me up, and I'm like, oh, cool. And then I immediately die. Yes, you did. But
I'm not letting you get by that without me acknowledging that statement that Lucas got you up.
Yeah.
Go on.
There was another time which it was really. We went for another hot drop inside of this market area, and there was this team behind these 2 doors, and they were like holding the doors shut and like, you know, kind of being bitches. And I'm trying to get in, like, you know, like Eric Andre style, like, let me in, like, you know.
The gate.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get in, and I'm like, and I hear a drone from outside, which is from a different character. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm like, okay, fuck these guys that are in here. I'll go take care of this team. And, like, Lucas is coming up with me, but he's not right with me yet. And all I see is, like, the Mirage character. And, like, he's this cocky motherfucker in game. And, like, he's, like, kind of a douche. Like, imagine Ryan Reynolds in a game.
I remember, didn't they have a whole thing for him? Like, trailer or something?
On the E3,
I remember watching it. Like, I remember him. Yeah.
He's kind of like a douchey guy, but, like, also funny. And he thinks he's the best. And he just comes, like, strolling up with his gun, aiming down sight, and just starts shooting at me and hits me, like, twice in the head. And as he's shooting me, the team from behind me that weren't coming out because they were being bitches comes out and just blows up my ass. And I screamed so loud in my house.
I would, too.
I just became a fucking Oreo, and I'm the cream. And Lucas died at that point, laughing. And then that was our last game because I was just pissed at like the situation, not him. And then I closed the game, and I go to, like, you know, get ready for bed, and my brother's just like standing in his room. As I walk out my door, I just make eye contact. He's like, "So you're the cream, huh?" And I'm like, yeah, I fucking was.
So just so you know, for listener review, Lucas got him up. He got his ass blown up.
Yeah.
And then he was the cream.
Yes, sir.
All right, just making
That's
sure.
Apex in a nutshell.
I'm just making sure
and
we're
then,
all
like,
caught
20
up.
minutes late, I said to Lucas, but it was like, if you want to try and like play yourself, you'll actually be in like a rank, because skill-based matchmaking is a thing. So since I have played the game since it came out, I'm at a significantly higher rating than him. Not great, but you know. And then he's getting paired up with these people that are like way too good. So I'm like, if you want to try and like play by yourself and just queue up with like randoms, that might be a good idea. And then like 20 minutes goes by and he's like, yeah, fuck Apex in our Discord. I was like,
I saw that. I was like, didn't you guys just start?
Oh no, it was like an hour and a half of just pain. But other than that, I played Breath of the Wild a lot this week. I did a stream on what was yesterday, Saturday. Yeah, I did a stream Saturday. It was kind of a debate stream to try and get new followers, which I'm glad that it didn't work slightly, because I said for every new follower I would do 5 squats, and then for every death I would do 10, and there apparently is controversy with that, whatever. I ended up doing 40 squats, which, oh, fuck my legs, dude. By the last ones, like the last set of them, I was like, oh, I want to die.
Hey, man, that's like, that's good motivation to work out.
Yeah, because I die a lot in that game.
I mean,
but yeah, so that's a thing. And then it was I'm having fun with it. I found the child finally for the hide and seek, so there's that update. I found her.
It only took how long?
Like a month and a half.
Hey, man, kids are good hiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was also funny because like I found her up on the top of the hill when I teleported back to the area. I guess she was playing with her mom or something, because like every single time, like with the day going on, she goes back home like for dinner or whatever, so it resets the quest and you have to talk to her again to play again. So I was like, what the fuck, I found her, holy shit, she's right here. And I talked to her, she's like, oh no, my mom's hiding, go fuck yourself, pretty much. And I'm like, great. And then I had to go find her again just to start the quest, and then I did, and then I couldn't find her at all, and she gave me some like basic bitch shit, like some like apples. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Well, when you were supposed to find her in the beginning,
exactly,
that's like a beginner gift.
So then I told you this, but I ended the stream with that. So I was pissed. So I pulled back a bomb arrow 2 inches away from this girl's face.
Yeah,
like you do with children.
Like you do, because I was like, fuck this kid. And I was pissed because like this bullshit, like she fucking hid for so long, XYZ elemental P. So I ended the stream making people think that I was going to blow this child's head off. I was like, make sure that you always, and I like leaned it in the mic and I was about to let the arrow go and I pause it and I say it before quitting, end the stream, do the thing.
Nice little cool, you did the thing.
To do the thing, I actually save and then I just put my console in sleep mode. Go back to play today, wake it up, go back to the game, and it's still in the pause menu. And I'm not thinking because I just woke up.
Oh no.
So I unpause it and I release the bomb arrow about 2 inches away from this girl's face. Turns out this girl is Colossus from the X-Men.
Yeah, NPCs can't.
Yeah,
they can't.
So I killed myself.
Nice.
Good job.
But yeah, that's
Well,
my
you're lucky
experience.
you weren't on stream.
That's another thing. And then
Because then you would have done another 10.
I would have had to do another 10. And then,
Immediately in the
But
beginning
that would
of the
have been a
stream.
great way to start your day.
yeah, that would have been funny. But yeah, and then I had fun. I was messaging you guys on Discord. There was like the tower that had like ice around it, like at the bottom, and like it was all snowy. So I don't know if I could light it on the grass on fire there. To be fair, because it was like completely snowy.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if there's a thing that you have to unlock later on to like melt ice or something, or you jump higher or whatever.
There is a jump higher thing you get.
Yeah.
I figured that was a thing, so it's
Similar
like, fuck.
to the health regen thing that we'll talk about later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, what am I going to do here? And then I accidentally dropped the bomb and I flew myself backwards off the mountain. I went down the mountain and I was like, wait, that like launched me. So then I ran back up. I healed myself first preemptively because I knew that I was going to die if I did it again. And I placed the square bomb in right behind me looking towards the tower. And I blew that shit up, and it launched me right over the ice. And then I climbed to the top of that motherfucker, and I got the little drip on my iPad, and I got that map right. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
That's the
fucking
best
5
part about that game.
It's
just
so
figuring it
sandboxy,
out.
you can do anything.
Yeah.
I loved it, because that's 100% not the way you're supposed to do it. Yeah.
So it makes it great.
Yeah.
You're just breaking the game over and over and over again.
It was a very
think-
satisfying moment. I was like, I really wish I was streaming right now, because that was good.
I
That
think those things were like put in there on purpose, like as a shot back to like Ocarina of Time, where there was that little glitch where you can just backflip like 1,000 times on this door, and then you'd go straight into the fight with Ganon, and then
Yeah.
just avoid the rest of the game.
They said they made it like that though on purpose. They wanted
Yeah.
it to be like find your own solutions.
Yeah,
I like that.
But they give you just enough boundaries to where it's like still like
doable.
yeah, it's not like super broken.
Yeah.
But you can break it to your own
To your
advantage.
yeah.
Because I liked when I used to see the videos of you get into the mine cart and you use the magnet and you lift it up so you can fly with standing in a mine cart.
What?
It's great.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a fun time. I'm having fun with it now, surprisingly. I haven't picked up Mario in a while because of that, though, which is sad because Mario is also fun.
Well, you own the best two
Yeah,
games
you
on the
own-
system
yeah,
at
you
this
got the
point.
True. Yeah,
You got the 2-star games. Now you just gotta get the other Mario 3D games and enjoy those too.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Mario Odyssey might be like my only Mario game that I really give a shit about. Like it's one of those games.
You should give Bowser Fury a chance though.
I'll wait till it goes on sale in 8 years.
So never.
It'll never go on sale.
Not even. I don't even think it'll go on sale then. Fucking Nintendo hating sales.
Hey,
It's what you've been playing, and
yeah, what about you?
Oh man, am I the new Nicko?
Just for 1 week, it's not a lot, all right? If you did it for a month and a half, then I'd be like, all right, yep, you're the new me.
I'm really trying to remember my week.
it has been
It really
fucking
has
a
been.
week, man.
I've played nothing. I have not had time. I haven't had time this week. Like, I think by the time I was done doing everything I had to do on like the computer all week, it was Friday, and then Friday I had shit to do. Yesterday I wasn't here, and now we're recording.
Damn. So we'll try and get you to play some games then.
I mean, you'll technically play a game today at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So there's that.
True that. True that.
See, the boys gotta come over for Ant to play games.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what it takes. Because at least this is designated time to do this.
True. Yeah.
I'm gonna play. I go on vacation this week. I'm gonna take my Switch with me.
I was gonna ask you that. I was like, "Are you gonna
Yeah.
bring the Switch, or are you not?"
Yeah.
Like, this is
Oh,
technically
you better
like,
take
is this
the
your
Switch.
thing? Like, what's the thing called? The honeymoon? Is this technically?
No,
This is not the honeymoon.
No.
Okay, okay.
This is just a
This is just a
family
good time.
vacation.
This
yeah.
was the vacation we were supposed to go on last year, and then COVID shut
Okay.
the world down.
So here's the second question: do you bring your Switch on your honeymoon?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, there's still gonna be times where we're just chilling.
True.
Plus the airplane ride is a thing too.
True.
Yeah. If anything, I'm playing there.
All right.
But I guarantee you, I'm
when-
going to be.
Yeah, I remember when Yukino went to visit her family over in the Philippines. That was a almost 20-hour flight. And she was like, that
Yeah, I ain't
Switch,
got
that
20
Switch
hours.
saved her life. She was playing Octopath Traveler. She almost got to beat the whole thing during the flight.
I got
like-
my Switch the day it came out, and I think we went on vacation like a month later. So I felt like I was reenacting the commercial. So like I sat in on like the tray table that folds out in
Yep.
front of you, and I took the Joy-Cons
Joy-Cons
off,
off.
and I handed Adrian one, and we're just playing whatever one of them launch games, Snipper Clips or some puzzle
That's
game.
a good game.
It is.
I love that game.
We were playing it, and I just remember playing it and then texting her like, "We're doing the thing from the commercial. We're those people. We're on the plane and we're playing it. You can do anything with your Nintendo Switch."
Oh, man. That is fun
Yeah.
that the Switch is so portable. And it's still so enjoyable.
I don't think I played it once. Well, I played it once portably, but I don't like playing it portably. I like on the screen. I'm a screen boy.
I think I played my Switch 80 to 90% portably.
Yeah.
Because I think I played it the last time I played it on the Trenton plays it a lot, so I'm usually playing with him. But the last time I was dedicated to it on a screen was probably either Zelda or Mario Odyssey.
I mean, those are the only, besides Pokemon, like I played Pokemon all on the screen, and then like I tried to play it like portably. Like I remember one night I went to bed and I have like one of those like weird pillows that have like the little legs that you're supposed to sit on. So like I set it up at an angle on one of the legs and then took out the Joy-Cons and had like one arm under my pillow, one arm like on my side, and was
that's
playing like
good.
that.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is dope. And I was like having a great time. But then I fell asleep. And I didn't save.
It sounds like you set yourself up to do that.
Yeah, well, true, I definitely did. But I wasn't thinking because then my Switch died and I think I lost all my progress because it didn't
damn.
save. But it's whatever.
I've had moments when the Switch just fell on my face.
Oh yeah.
I think
Oh,
you
I've
had
done
those
that.
moments too.
Hell yeah.
Like, cause I technically just like play with the Switch sitting like just above my head, cause I lay on my back, and literally I've had those moments where like I'm falling and like I'm fading asleep, and just literally take this whole Switch straight to my face.
Just a plank of
Yeah.
wood just dropping on your face.
I think that's when Trenton was like a baby. He might have been like 1 going on
Drop
2.
Trenton on your face.
No,
Playing Trenton? Like, why am I holding him above
I
my
mean,
face?
I think like make him look like he's fine, like Superman, and then just face.
Well, no, that didn't happen. I don't think. I don't remember. It's been.
You repressed it. I just
Yeah.
brought it up. I'm sorry for your trauma being
That's
brought
okay.
back up.
Babies. That's not the worst thing that happened to me when he was a baby. Kids pee on you.
Sure.
Barfed on.
Yeah, all
the
that.
worst.
Yeah, all their secretions come out on you somehow. Secretions is such a gross word. Secretions. I was playing my Switch in bed, like you said, on my back, and because I remember, I think I had just put Trenton in his crib or some shit like that. I don't remember, but I'm playing it, and I'm fading. But like it's one of those things where you're fading, but you're like shaking it off, and you just keep playing. And I dropped it, and it fell like this. So like the top part of it just hit the bridge of my nose. I was like, oh. So needless to say, I turned it off, angrily sat it on my nightstand, and went to sleep in pain.
Yeah, that's the worst. Yeah, I've
Hit
had
me in the
those
worst
moments.
possible part of my face, besides like my eye. Or
Then
something
you're
like that.
then you're all sniffly the whole night because
Yeah.
it's like water.
But I just woke
like,
up and it was just that nagging little numb pain right here.
Yeah, but yeah,
Switch injuries, swinjuries.
swingeries. But yeah, I think I played the Switch mostly on portable as
That's
well.
weird. I'm like having the opposite of you guys.
I think the only times that I ever played it on the screen was whenever I had like gatherings at home where we played Smash or like whenever we played Mario Party. I think that was the only times.
Damn.
Yeah, I think the
I'm a
only
minority.
like Pokemon. Like I put Pokemon on the screen one time and I was like, I can't do this. Like, for whatever reason, it felt so weird. I was like, if I play Pokemon on the screen, it was so weird.
Dude, it felt so nice playing it on a big screen because like you're so used to playing it on like a little
Game Boy or
dinky
something.
Game Boy or like a
Yeah.
DS, but like having like these shitty fucking textures on like the big screen. Oh, it was so nice. I
Yeah.
could just like sit back in my chair and relax. I didn't have to do shit. I was like, oh, this is
I think
great.
the only one that I played on the screen was that Let's Go Eevee. Because that one was much easier to play when you had to do like catch thing with the Joy-Con off. It was much easier than having to do the normal like flick of the screen. But I think that was the only time. Like whenever I put Sword and Shield on the screen, I was like,
Dude,
I
it's
can't
so
do this.
nice.
Like I would last for like 20 minutes. I was like, I can't.
Dude, I took the
Just, like,
Joy-Cons
pull it off.
out of the controller thing and I literally put them in my hoodie pocket and I was playing them like that. And
That's
like,
comfort on another level, right?
yeah, like headphones on, my hood on, it's like a beanie. Put my hands in my pocket with my Joy-Con. It looks like I'm playing pocket pool, but like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, man. I was having a great time.
Somebody
catching
walks in like,
Pokemon.
Chris, what are you doing? Like, what does it look like?
Pokeballs.
Right.
I'll play with my Poke Flute. Leave me alone.
Pokeballs.
I want to play with your Poke Flute. I don't know who this is talking to you with that
I
voice.
think it was you.
I think it was
It was
Sigourney
definitely
It
Weaver.
was with me, I guess.
But
So
yeah,
that's it. That's what we
That's
played
really-
this
That
week.
is what we
that's what we
played.
News
Or lack thereof.
or questions.
No, we're doing news.
Let's get into the news.
Seeing as how there's not a ton of it, so
There's
let's
not
just
a
get
lot,
through it.
yeah. I got a few here. Let's see.
Gotham Knights is delayed
Yeah.
to 2022, which pisses me off.
Same.
That was one of the games I was looking forward to this year, but they're pushing it, and I'm upset.
Yep. So there's a few. Dying Light's getting released this year. That's something that we found.
I've never played Dying Light.
I haven't either, but it's a critically acclaimed good horror game. So yeah, so that's getting released. The Dying Light 2 progress is being okay. It's running smoothly for game devs, and they're saying that the release time should be normal this year.
Well, that's good. I respect the transparency of them letting us know that these games are delayed.
Yeah, like they're having a lot more communication and such like that.
Yeah. No one
that's
wants to
cool.
fall victim to the cyberpunk thing.
Nintendo Park had their opening ceremony.
Super Nintendo World.
Yeah, we posted that on Instagram and had a poll for you guys.
Yeah.
See if you guys are down for a group trip as an NGP
Absolutely.
nation.
I wish it was opening in the U.S. this week because that would have been perfect timing for my trip.
Well, remember when I mentioned how they were having the whole Minecraft Nintendo thing where they were adding Minecraft into Nintendo?
Yeah, that wrong decision. Yeah.
So that wrong decision ended up being ixnayed.
Good.
So they
Yes.
actually changed it. They said the World Entertainment or the World Nintendo World Development with locations in Singapore, Orlando and California are already confirmed. And they're starting with Florida, and they're reportedly aiming for 2025 as the opening for the park.
2025.
Yeah, so they're pretty much like spearheading opening another Super Nintendo in United States, like within the next 5 years.
Well, yeah. I
So
mean,
that's
they're probably starting immediately.
Yeah. So they had a few delays on their opening because of
COVID.
the COVID, and on top of that, they had the Olympic Games. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't want to have the opening of the park at the same time as the Olympics due to COVID, and making sure that like traffic and like all those like flights and everything either choose one or the other.
Right.
So
Right.
they had postponed it until last week where they had their opening. So that's fun.
Yeah.
So I am down to go into Nintendo World Japan, and definitely waiting 5 years to go to the United States because that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be a great time. What else we got?
Play at Home initiative.
They're killing it with that.
They're killing it.
PlayStation,
So
like,
I love the selection that they put out for the games that they're having come out.
Mm-hmm.
So they're having Ratchet and Clank, which was already released. I don't know if you guys picked it up.
Well,
You
already-
guys
already
have till March 31st to pick it up if you guys haven't.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone out there that hasn't got it. They have
so
another game-
yesterday, because I think this episode comes out on April 1st.
So yesterday.
Get
yeah.
wrecked, losers.
So, Abzu,
Dorks.
they're gonna have another release on April, which is gonna be their bigger release, and they're gonna have one special release for April itself. So, at the end of April, sorry. So,
April 19th
yeah.
will be Horizon Zero Dawn, the complete edition. So
yep, which is the one that everybody should be looking forward to because it includes the DLC. So anyone out there who doesn't or never beat the Frozen Lands, then
Yeah.
they can do that. So they're having between March 25th and April 22nd, they're gonna have Abzu,
Word.
Enter the Gungeon. Sorry,
that game is so much fucking fun.
I've never played it, so I'm excited to
I
play
had that
it.
shit on PlayStation and Switch.
Yeah?
I loved playing that game.
So we might have to play that game together if there is capability
Is there
for that.
co-op? I don't remember.
I don't know, but I don't think so.
No.
Or maybe I just played it by myself all the time. I don't know.
All right,
I don't.
Maybe I'm just lonely.
maybe we don't have
Right?
any friends. They're
I
gonna
do
have
now.
Res Infinite, which I'm not sure what that game is. I haven't heard of it, and I was
heard of
surprised to
Res.
see it on there. Subnautica, that's a game that I've heard. A lot of people back in the original release date were playing it. A lot of Let's Players were really hyping it up. It's like semi like underwater aquatic like semi horror adventure game.
Mm-hmm.
It looks interesting.
It's everything.
And since it's free, I might pick it up and play it because why not? The Witness, Astrobots Rescue Mission, which is going to be the first VR game, I think you said.
that was
Chris?
the VR
Oh, there's
one.
3 VR ones.
So I'm not too sure which ones are the VR. I know Astrobots one.
Yeah, Astrobot, Paper Beast, and Thumper.
Thumper.
And then with
And
those,
Moss as well.
and then with those guys, Moss is also going to be released.
Yeah,
which-
that's also VR.
Oh, Moss is also VR.
Yeah, there's 4 VR titles, it looks like.
All right, so there you go. So you guys are going to have a lot of games to choose from, both
Yeah.
both VR and regular. So make sure you guys pick your games up before they stop doing this initiative because that's
Before
cool.
it's too late. And speaking of VR, next gen PS5, PS4, the controllers were revealed
Mm-hmm.
with the haptic feedback triggers. They look pretty neat.
Little domes around your
They're doing,
hands.
they're doing the little meme on that where it looks like the Sonic Ericsson logo.
What?
Oh, the I know what you mean. The old Sony
This-
Ericsson
yeah,
phone
Sony
thing.
Ericsson phone. They
Oh,
had like
yes.
this weird logo, and they looked just like the new VR. So that's a little meme that's going around on the internet.
I mean, they look comfy as hell. I'll say that much. I mean, I
That's
don't know
cool
if I'll
that they-
buy it.
That's cool that they continue with the haptic though.
Yeah. I feel like if they didn't put the haptic feedback in this, they'd be
It will
stupid.
fall off.
It would be
Yeah.
it would be a huge oversight if they didn't.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't. It depends on how much it's gonna be, and then what games come out with it. Because for me personally, I've never seen a VR game myself that's been like, yeah, I need VR.
Me
Besides
neither.
like VR chat
Yeah.
on like Steam and shit, which
Mm-hmm.
is more about like just being around funny people
Right.
and like situations, and has nothing to do with the game's quality. Because the game's quality is technically just a chat room, like it's a glorified Discord pretty much.
Right.
But yeah, there's never really been a game where I've been like, yeah, I need to experience this in VR since I'm not a horror guy, so I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the only other one that I might have been like, this looks cool, is the Batman one, but I didn't like that because I watched the playthrough of it, and like apparently they were saying it was canon and like Nightwing dies in it, and I fucking hated it. And I was
Pissed
like,
you off.
oh yeah, it pissed me off because Nightwing's the best, man.
I fuck with Nightwing too.
Yeah. Everyone besides Batman in the Batman universe is cool. Literally. Everyone's cool. Red Hood, the best.
Someone's gonna be like, I love Batman.
Okay. You got mommy daddy issues. That's fine. Work them out.
I wanted to play that Astrobot game because before Astrobot came to the PS5, they said this was super great too. They said it was one of the best VR games. Was the Astrobot VR game?
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm not sure if
RE7
I'm gonna
VR
pick up
is good.
VR because I've never really played it. I've never experienced the VR before.
I've played it once, and it was some underwater game. I think that came with like a demo or something. But it was some underwater game, some other shooting gallery game. But I've played RE7 in PSVR, and playing Resident Evil in VR, it was good. It was fun. Yeah, it worked.
I saw that a lot of people were like going crazy with playing Phasmophobia VR.
Yeah, I've yet to play that at all. But if you want to see Chris play it, you can on YouTube.
True. I don't really play
Yeah.
much, to be fair. I kind of just sit in
On-
the van the whole time.
On Haptics YouTube. Haptics.
Yeah.
You just,
Intel.
you just sit you sit at the truck.
Yeah, man. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to. It's scary.
I don't want to participate.
So hey, I think you were talking about last week about a lot of people out there not really doing a lot of mods for new games and stuff like that.
What
I
for
think it was
the for the PlayStation PC games?
Yeah. So there's a team of modders, right, that are releasing a free DLC size mod expansion for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's an unofficial DLC expansion that adds a lot of free content to the game and is compatible with the Cemu.
What's Cemu?
I'm not sure what that is. I'm pretty sure it's probably an emulator.
Sounds like one now that you say it.
Yeah, so it's like apparently it has like a bunch of quality of life improvements. They're gonna be new areas to explore. It's gonna bring 15 new side quests, 8 new areas, 2 more heart containers, 12 one-handed swords, 10 two-handed swords, and it also packs 4 spears, 4 bows, 12 shields, 35 armor pieces, and lastly, it adds 8 new enemies, 28 new animals, and 13 bosses.
To
plus
Breath of the
20
Wild?
NPC, yeah.
What? All right,
So this is all fan-made expansion, but that's
but it's
huge.
a mod on the actual game.
I'm guessing so.
How
yeah.
far can they get with this until Nintendo bombs their house?
I don't know, but this is an outrageous drop. Like that's a huge DLC. That's like game content right there.
I'm more worried about them getting away with it than I am with the game. It sounds amazing because I would play that, but I'm never gonna mod my Switch.
Yeah. So that's just something that was released out there for anyone out there who really wants to experience more and play more.
I'd love
Breath of the
to.
Wild.
I would play that in a second if it was just some kind of thing I could add on. I could
Yeah.
download as DLC.
So that's cool.
But damn,
That's a lot. That's a lot of content.
they're gonna come home one day and it's just gonna be
gonna
men
get
in
bombed
black
for
standing
sure,
outside
yeah.
their door with guns. Like we represent Nintendo, and we'd really, really,
really encourage you to stop what you're doing.
Oh, absolutely.
Hypnotizer, neuralizer.
Man, it's fucking hip hop Chris this week, man.
Listen,
Yeah, hey, he's killing it with the hip
You
hop today.
fucking. I don't even. I consider that hip hop, obviously, but I don't at the same time because like it's just like it's the
I
Men in
heard
Black,
you.
man.
I know. It's a favorite of everybody's.
Oh yeah.
Living memories turn to fantasies. Ain't no MIBs, can I please?
Do what we say. That's the way we kick it.
You know what I mean?
For
See my noisy cricket get wicked on you.
We the first, last, and only line of defense against the worst scum of the universe. All right,
Come on, Nicko.
We're gonna do this whole song, and we have to.
I'm
we have
out
to
of the
move on.
loop.
You could do the chorus. Here come Men in Black,
right.
Men in Black.
I could
Beautiful.
try that.
Do that,
I could
come
try
on.
that. So besides all of that,
Just
So
no.
fuck that shit. Back to games.
for all the PC players out there, Alienware reveals their new gaming laptop, which apparently has keyboards inspired by the DeLorean car. From Back to the
Neat.
Future.
That's pretty fucking neat.
Yeah, apparently their keycaps are gonna be a little different. The Cherry MX is gonna be mechanical switches underneath, but it's gonna be smaller than those on regular mechanical keyboards. So that's something to check out. PC
Nice.
gamers.
Dope.
That's really all I have.
There is, well, there's the big story this week, and then there's two that go into our questions.
That's all I have. Like,
Yeah. Square Enix had a launch video, I guess you could call it. It wasn't really an event. So it was just a video for a project called Project Athia, which is a
They
game
teased
that
it a minute ago.
yeah. Officially called Forspoken, and they had a little video with a little bit of gameplay and a little bit of cinematics.
It looks so
it
good.
looks great.
Yeah, I like it. I thought it was funny because you could definitely tell they filmed the bit with the actual actress way before they chose the name. Because she's like, I'm here to announce Project Athia. And then, like, not 20 seconds later, they said the name is
changed it.
Forspoken. Like, dude, like, just wait to film the bit or just write it differently. That's what I said in the Discord. I was like, if they wrote that script for her to, like, do before this video went live, it makes me, like, scared for the dialogue in the game if there was one and the same. Because it's like, bro, just write it in a way where she doesn't have to say Project Athia.
They should have taken the video of her saying it, and as soon as she gets to like, I want to introduce a new game, and she's mouthing Project Athia, but it's just a
robot
male voice.
Yeah.
Like, I want to announce Forspoken.
Yeah.
Coming to
You know
PS5.
what I've actually learned about that those scripts. It's like they have a working name and they have like an actual working name, but then they'll add a project name to the shit. So they'll always want to like show it as we have this new project named this, but Forspoken might be either the working name or is the finalized name of the name they never release. So instead of saying, hey, this is like working name blah blah blah, they'll just be like, this is the project's name currently, and then once it gets released, then it will be called that as the final product. And like that's what we learned from PlayStation when they had like a project for the PlayStation. Instead of giving it like the PlayStation 5 name, they had a project name to it first, which was, I don't remember what it was.
What?
The PlayStation 5's project's name for the console.
Don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm bad
Off the
with
top
names.
of my head, I don't remember.
But yeah.
But yeah.
But the trailer looked cool as fuck. I like the cinematic more than I like the gameplay, if I'm being honest. I thought that was cooler, where it was like the character being the character and like, is that a fucking dragon? And like freaking out and shit.
Yeah.
The gameplay looked cool. I just liked the cinematic a little bit more. And then it looks fun.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward for that game.
Yeah.
Like Square Enix like has my wallet in a chokehold, unfortunately. I think it's because I really like all of the RPGs.
Listen, man.
Just
This game is right up my alley with the type of action RPGs I like. So for me, I'm looking at it, and obviously it's way too early to tell anything. This can come out and be abysmal.
trash, yeah.
But with the way the action was shown in that trailer, I'm like, it may sound blasphemous to somebody, but I kind of already like this more than Final Fantasy VII Remake. Just because it looks more fun to play moment to moment.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I mean, I've not played Final Fantasy yet, but yeah, I feel you.
And that's me. I like Final Fantasy VII Remake. I just like the snappiness of this game. It reminded me of what's the shit called? That you wanted me to play and I never played it. It ran off the engine, I think, before Final Fantasy VII came out.
What's that? 15?
No, it ran off the 7. It wasn't a Final Fantasy. It was this guy.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hell no.
No.
Never. All right, let's circle back.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember what time. But once I find it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that comes out 2022, and it'll be available for PS5 and PC.
Yes.
And the exclusivity for PS5 and PlayStation consoles will only last for 2 years, and then it will be everywhere, it looks like.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, Square-Enix is starting to do a lot of PC trade-off with the new Sony deal of like most of the exclusive being put on PC now. I think they're gonna do fine with that because on Steam currently Square Enix has a lot of their games on there. Like you can pick up Final Fantasy 13 and you can pick up 12, Zodiac Signs. You can pick up like most of the old ones up to like 10 and 10-2, and pretty much enjoy them. But they're not fully 100% supported ports where you get them immediately from there. They're just like the regular system game put on PC. Like they don't have any like enhancements or anything to like give it quality of life. So sometimes like Final Fantasy 13 with most of the reviews that I read on that, it kept saying that once you get towards the very end, there is a disconnect between the data, the source code of the game with any like high-end PC to like what the console was to where it glitches and you can't finish the game. So it's like
sucks.
having this deal now, I think Square Enix is going to do well on PC.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. That'll come out the same year as Gotham Knights, and I'll probably want to play Gotham Knights more. No offense, but
No, I mean,
I'm still sad about that and salty.
that was one of the games I was looking forward to the most this year.
Yeah. And it's gone. It's out of reach. Sad.
Until next year.
Yeah. And then it gets pushed back again with another.
No, I'm not even.
We're
I don't
sorry.
I don't want to.
No,
I don't even want to deal with that kind of reality.
Who's the company that's working on that right now? On that project?
Who's working on that?
Yeah.
To the phones.
No one. We don't care anymore because it's not coming out.
I'm just terrible with fucking names. I can never remember it.
Arkham what?
So-
WB.
Oh, is
WB
it?
WB
Games,
Montreal.
Montreal.
Oh, then this should be fine.
Sure. Hopefully. We'll see.
Well, WB has had their games. Well, this is, I think, the first game that they've ever experienced having to have a delay. Really?
Is it?
I think
I'm trying
so.
to think of everything they worked on. Because don't they do the Mortal Kombat?
Oh, yeah, they did. I think so. Yeah.
Don't they?
That's what's it called?
So.
I know NetherRealm
NetherRealm.
does it. Aren't they
NetherRealm
under
did it,
WB?
yeah.
I think they're partnered with them because the characters are owned by
Yeah, I think
but
I think they're partners, but they're not
Yeah.
affiliate.
WB owns like the DC character license for like media like that. So like all the old cartoons and like the new cartoons that come out, like
They're all
movies.
WB franchised. So I mean, being the fact that this comes directly from the studio, I don't think it's gonna get pushed back a second time.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not
I'm gonna
too.
rage.
I think we could set that in stone that it's gonna come out the second time.
Alright.
Plus, they gave themselves enough time to like
True.
work on whatever bugs or anything.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they pushed it 3 months and then they came to the
Yeah.
3 months and be like, well, shit, now we gotta push it again.
Yeah.
They also never gave us like a specific release date
Right.
too. It was just like 2021. It's coming. So like I'm not as mad because like technically they could have come out on 12/31/2021 if they wanted to,
Right.
which is no different from 2022 in my opinion at the moment. But
Yeah. So
either
they're probably just giving themselves like an extra 6 months and something
Yeah.
that they had like almost a year to already work on. Mm-hmm. So it's like
that should be
I can
fun.
see them releasing it for sure, like early 2022 or like spring or fall 2022.
Oh, they have all right. WB Games Montreal had Mortal Kombat 11, Lego Legends of Chima,
Oh, okay.
Arkham Origins, and Arkham City.
That were all delayed?
No, these are games they just
Oh.
worked on.
Yeah, this should be fine.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just glad that they did what they did. Like they communicated and they gave themselves enough time to like, hey, let's work on this. We might have bugs. We may have this. Like you said, not giving us a direct release date. It helps the blow of like, well, we just have to wait an extra
Still pissed
like
though.
X amount.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuckers. But that's the news for this week. Moving into the viewer questions. We have 3 this week, I believe.
Yeah.
We'll start with one that not many of us at the podcast know much about the game that it's in regards to. And then we'll move on to a Twitter and then back to an email question. So the first one is from, yet again, another repeat offender, Lucas Gerhardt.
Yo.
He emailed us asking about the new trailer for Life is Strange. And he said, with that being dropped yesterday, being 3/18, which was a while ago, he was curious on what we thought about the new game and the ones that already came out. And then, do you have any opinions on the company Deck 9, who's working on the game?
I have an opinion on Deck 9, but I don't know much about the game. So Deck 9 worked alongside Insomniac Games and on a lot of Ratchet and Clank games. And I mean, they did well. They did, I think within those projects they worked more on storyboarding and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
They
But
made Neopets the Darkest Fairy as well.
I'm looking at these. I didn't know Deck 9 has been around this long.
yeah,
But
they've been around for quite a
Cool
bit.
Borders 3
Like
in
Cool Borders
1998.
3,
I'm looking at these cool. I remember playing these Cool
Yeah.
Borders games and the Ratchet, the old Ratchet games.
I feel like I used to play Supercross Circuit a while,
Mm-hmm.
but I was on PS1.
So,
Yeah, I did play this a lot
Mm-hmm.
on PS1. Supercross Circuit, Ryan and I used to play the shit out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Deck 9,
fuck that, they're good.
Deck 9 has been a very good development team. They don't have a lot of projects under the belt, but they do a lot of like featuring work. They'll jump in on other people's work and help them out. So.
They don't have. I wouldn't say they have a huge catalog, but they have a lot of
Strong stuff.
like little like side favorites. Like I remember this.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was them. Like
Yeah.
But
So,
as far as Life is Strange
I'm-
goes,
yeah.
I liked the games. I never played them.
I've never played.
I
Life is
never
Strange.
played them or watched
Yeah.
I've
them,
heard
so.
great things about them though.
Yeah.
I just never played it.
Yeah.
These came out around the time where I was still like not working places yet, so like I didn't have money for games. If I got a game, it was like maybe birthday, maybe Christmas. So like I was just watching people play it online, and I remember watching the first one. I was like, this is really good. And then the second one, I think it was a prequel technically for the series, and I don't like when games do that. Personally,
They start out with a prequel.
no, that's the second game.
Oh, that's
The
what it is?
second was a prequel.
Oh.
Yeah, which was just fucking stupid to me. I mean, that's kind of how Star Wars did it, but whatever. Fuck off. But like, I don't like it when they do it with video games. 'Cause it's like you get all this hype up of like, wow, that first game was so good. Now we gotta wait like 3-4 years for the second game, and then like they're like, okay, here comes Life is Strange 2, and it's a prequel. Like, well, now we don't get to figure out what happens next.
Yeah,
Now
you
we just
want
get
to follow up
Yeah.
to the amazing
Yeah,
experience you had
Yeah.
playing the original.
and you don't get it. But both of those two were very good for when I watched through them. And then the trailer for this, I just watched it before we started recording, and like it looks really good. It kind of does that thing where like movie trailers tell you the story kind of like of what's happening. Like it has like the main character, which is this girl, and I assume what looks like her brother, and then like about 10 seconds in the trailer, it looks like the brother dies or some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you telling me this? Like, you're going to get me attached to this motherfucker, and then he's going to die in some mysterious way.
That's how those games survive. Like people like enjoy them for that reason. The
Yeah, but
story.
don't do that in the trailer.
Nah, true. I get
It's like
what
the
you're saying.
movie trailer thing. It's like, I just watched the movie. Like, I obviously don't know exactly the reason how the guy died, but it's
Right.
like, you don't need to tell me that he died.
Right.
That'd be like Last of Us 2 dropping their trailer and being like, spoiler alert. And then, oh, Joel dies in like the first 15 seconds of the trailer.
Right.
It's like, why? Why would you do that? You know?
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's not on that level, obviously, because Life is Strange is still a little bit lower, in my opinion, than Last
No,
of
but I
Us.
get you. That's still like a major story beat. Like,
Yeah.
Why would you
Like,
tell me
it's
that?
going to make it less impactful in the end, and it's whatever, but yeah, I might actually play it. I still need to play the other ones. It looks like there was one news story that I did leave out that was on there. 1 second. Sorry. They're actually releasing a Life is Strange Remastered collection for PS5 and Xbox Series X that's coming out. So that should be coming out September 10th.
No, so if you want
Oh,
your
so
Life
they're
is
releasing
Strange,
the
Yeah.
whole thing.
your
So
Life
the
is Strange
OGs.
fix, you can get those.
They're
Yeah.
going to come out, and they're gonna be all remastered and whatnot, and then the new one will end up coming out. So that's pretty neat. So I might even go back and play the first two on the remastered collection.
I might join you on that
because they're good games.
I've heard great things about them, but I never really gotten the chance to play them.
Yeah, I never played them.
I think the only type of game that I've played that was like that, like choice and stuff like that, was like, what's that? Until Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Interactive story type games.
And also Indigo Prophecy was like the first like encounter I had with those type of games was Indigo Prophecy. Mm-hmm. That was a great game too.
That's a fun game too. I like that one. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm excited for it necessarily. I would say that when it comes out, I will have a good time playing it, and I'll pick it up. But it's not one of those ones where I'm like, I need to get this day one.
That'd be a fun stream. I'll get some popcorn and watch you play.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, they're sad games. Like they're supposed to make
even better,
make
man.
you feel.
I'm not trying to cry like a hot cocoa and chick flicks night.
That's what we want to bring to our listeners: hot cocoa and chick flicks and tears.
Yeah.
Kleenex.
If y'all are down for that, let us know in our email.
That would
y'all
be
are down to cry a bit.
An amazing YouTube, like kind of how we did Resident Evil, where we're going through that game and we're all watching it and playing it.
That would be fun.
I'd be like, all right, well,
now we have to. Now get ready to get your tissues out.
Yeah. Next week, we're going to see what happens. I can't do this.
In the middle of tears.
Save for quitting. In the stream.
Forget it.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that'll be a thing. But yeah. So the next question we have is CLD on. Do you want to do the Ryan one or do you want to do CLDs on Twitch?
Hit the Ryan one real quick.
Okay.
Since this is up for
this is something that's up for.
Do you want me to read this one?
Because you have to kind of set up for this one.
Okay.
I'll hit the tweets after that.
All right. So, second viewer question is from Ryan King. This is the first time we've gotten an email from Ryan. Actually, Ryan.
Yeah.
So, he said, "Yo, boys, we got some discussing to do," which, whatever. During the stream last night, he's speaking specifically of the squat challenge stream.
The Zelda squat challenge.
Yeah. Christian is denying that he died when falling from a cliff. Lucas and I both agreed that his hearts went to empty, and Christian denied and said that it was his stamina. Upon further review of the clip, you can see the hearts deplete, and he is brought back to life. Please review both clips for the inability to climb the spire and later defense of what happened, even as far as going as accusing Lucas and myself of not watching the same stream.
Sounds like a lawyer.
So that's...
Yeah, right? Well, that was very professional there.
So there's that. So to set this up, pretty much what had happened was there's a shrine in which it's on a giant pillar, and I floated over to it, and it was raining. It started raining as I flew over to it. So I start climbing up it, and I run out of stamina, and I fell. So as I fell, pretty much what happened was I hit the rocks, and then the elephant effect, whatever that is, that activated.
The guardian thing.
Yeah. Full hearts again, plus the 3 yellow ones.
For people who are familiar with Zelda, it's pretty much acts as like if you have a fairy in a bottle and you die, it brings your health back.
True. But you don't actually die. You just...
You get brought back to life.
Yeah, your hearts are just given to you again. Because you don't go to the game over screen, which is your death, in my opinion. That's my opinion, my argument.
I agree with you.
Cool. So there's that.
100%.
And then what happened was I fell into the water down below, and I had no stamina because obviously I was climbing and fell. And instead of doing a game over and drowning, it just spawned me up top and took 1 heart away. Because that's what happens if you drown with hearts still. It'll just put you at your last spot, pretty much. So I didn't technically die. Because I had the power up.
You didn't die.
Exactly. See?
I'm 100% on your side.
But wait, all right, this is where my question is. Did the power reset?
What do you mean did the power reset? Yeah.
So the power reset
He lost all hearts, and then hearts got replenished immediately.
Yeah, that's what happened.
All right, they got replenished immediately, and then you said you drowned.
I drowned, but I just went up top. That's it. It didn't go to a game over screen, nothing like that.
Right.
It just put me up there.
But did that power that got used up, did it get refreshed?
No.
Okay, then you didn't die.
Okay, cool. Look at that.
Yeah.
The reason being is because if it had reset the power, then that meant technically you had died. You just didn't go through
I
game over screen.
I count dying as
game over.
well, not only game over, but whatever you did within that fight or whatever is now you have to start again.
Yeah.
You didn't have to start again. There was no reset.
Well,
You
that's
were
what
back in motion.
That's what I mean. If that power had reset
I'm
it,
adding
then
to your
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
that would have been.
It's the same
so.
thing with this because it's like, since I just put me up top, it wasn't resetting. It was just resetting my positioning. Like if there were enemies around, they would still have the same health and whatnot. So I didn't technically die. But if I died, they would be back to full health.
I think that was just. I think that was probably not a glitch, but like a failsafe in the code,
Yeah,
just to make
it's
sure
the way
that
it
you don't
happens.
immediately die twice, since you already have a power that technically would keep you alive.
And like it makes sense in what happened. And then the funny part is they were in the Twitch chat like, well, that's 10 squats. Do 10 squats.
No,
and I was
it
like,
isn't.
no, it's not. You're fucking wrong. And they were wrong, as you can tell by the consensus of the jury. This is the first time they're hearing this as well. Just want to point that out,
Yeah.
by the way. Because Ryan was getting very passionate about that, yelling at
It
me
was
this
written
morning.
very passionately.
Yeah. well,
So, you're wrong. And then also, I did the fucking squats anyway, and you're still pissed off. I literally did the squats in spite of you guys
He wants
being
you to
wrong.
admit it was a death.
yeah, that's what it
But
is.
you're wrong, and guess what? It wasn't. You lose. Good day, sir.
I like as someone. I think this comes from with me. It comes from somebody who's just been playing Zelda forever.
Yeah.
And it's even I think all the way to Link to the Past, Super Nintendo. I don't think this was in the NES one, but if you had a fairy in a bottle and you died,
Yeah, you would get
you
reborn
died
right
in
there.
the spot.
Yeah.
It refilled your. That fairy would go around you and fill your heart back
refill
up.
your
You would
heart
stand back up
in
and
that
keep
spot, yeah.
fighting. That's not dying.
Because it's not technically dying. Like, while you are losing all heart, like his argument, like he like screamed this at me while I was playing today. He's like, when you lose all hearts, what happens? I'm like, you die. And he's like, yes, exactly. I'm like, yeah, but there's an asterisk there because
Yeah.
I had the power up that doesn't cause me to die.
Yeah. Right.
If I didn't have that and I hadn't gotten to that, like I didn't do that beast yet,
So you
then yes,
technically-
I would have died.
So you technically Pokemon fainted and then got revived.
Yes, exactly. I was
That's
just
what it is.
but no because
no, that's dying.
That's dying.
That's like that's equivalent to
because you
game
reset
over.
with that and you get to face the gym leader.
Oh,
again.
yeah, you're right.
So like, but yeah,
No, because if in Ocarina of Time they showed, I think in this too, but they showed the animation of him like Link. Yeah, he falls to the ground as if dead, and then the fairy would come out and circle your body,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
would
And
stand
he would
back,
get back up,
and you
yeah.
would continue.
but that's not a death.
Yeah.
And
It's not considered a death.
I'll go one further, and I will even take this Twitch clip that you have gone through and like scrubbed through and grabbed. I will post it on our Instagram on the day this podcast goes live with a poll seeing whether or not we die. It'll be a TikTok and it'll also be on our Instagram. So go vote in that poll.
Does this count as dying? Quote
Yes.
unquote?
Is this dying or not? And guess what? The funny part at the end of the day is it doesn't matter because I still do the squats and my legs still fucking hurt.
Does it count as dying if you immediately come back to life? I don't think that's dying.
No. But there was a second part to his question. On a lighter note, he says, "Keep up the great work, boys." Thanks. Fuck you. An update on the shiny Phantom hunt. If you don't remember in previous
Oh, yeah.
iterations of the podcast, Ryan wrote in and he was talking about he was shiny hunting for a Pokemon called Phantom.
Oh, yeah, the little, like, kid
The tree
in the
one,
tree. Yeah.
It was the dark one where it's like it's the murdered spirit of a tree.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So after 89 hours, 47 minutes, and over 8,000 Phantom encounters, so
Jesus.
and 10,000 plus wild encounters from tall grass, he has secured the bag.
Nice.
He got the one yesterday. He freaked out, ran into my room, and was like, like enthralled with it, and like it's really cool looking.
Right.
And now he's inviting us to choose his next hunt for a shiny. Because if he was already going crazy enough,
Yeah.
he now wants to know what he should do next. He
That's-
gives us options too.
Okay.
So yeah, I know this is not going to be great for you because you don't
I have
know.
no idea. Yeah.
But here's the thing. So we have 4 options. We have Mimikyu, Cramorant, Zigzagoon, and Sinistea. Please deliberate and help me choose.
I've heard of Zigzagoon. That's
Okay.
why I'm choosing it. I
So
have no
now,
idea. what the other
I'm
ones are.
leaning towards Zigzagoon because it's not the same one that you know, probably. You probably are thinking like the brown one, right?
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a black
Yeah.
and white one.
Yeah, there's a new one.
Standard Zigzagoon is what I know. Yeah.
There's a new one that's black and white, and it has a 3rd evolution
Oh.
that looks like it's based off of the lead singer of Kiss, Gene Simmons, with like the
Simmons,
tongue,
yeah.
and it's like he looks like a rock star pretty much. As at the regular.
Ah, okay. I see it.
So the shiny version of that, since Kiss is an American rock band, is red, white, and blue. And it looks really cool. So it's like a red, white, and blue version of that. I like that. Mimikyu is a cool-ass Pokemon. It's one of my favorite Pokemon.
Is Mimikyu the weird-looking Pikachu thing?
Yeah, like it disguises itself as Pikachu, but it's actually a ghost-type Pokemon.
Oh, wait, then I know that one, too.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Look at me knowing Pokemon. Go ahead.
Look at that. I don't know what a shiny Mimikyu looks like. Let me look that up real quick. Mimikyu. So it looks like he's just gray. Instead of like the yellow color. So he looks like Kratos and his family's ashes just died on him.
Yes.
Oof.
Now that is very... I know that one, too.
Yes. Okay. And then what was the other one? We got Cramorant.
Sinistee looks pretty cool.
Show that one off
It's,
so we can deliberate.
So normally he's teal at the bottom, right? But
Nah, I'm not
it's a
choosing
little
that one.
purpley. Kind of brings me back to like that,
Like a pink teacup?
like the actual tea one, like the teapot looks like the teapot from
Beauty and the
Beauty
Beast.
and the Beast, which
I
is
did
pretty
that,
cool.
yeah. All right, and the last one is Cramorant. Now this one, it's like a giant bird.
And that's a funny Pokemon.
It's a funny Pokemon too because there's a thing that can
Goofy looking
happen
ass Pokemon.
where he actually starts deep throating a fish, and like that's actually in the game.
Yep.
And there's also one where you can make him deep throat a Pikachu, and a Pikachu's out the butt end. But the shiny version of that is actually orange.
Which is cool.
He looks like the bird from that you ride from Zelda Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
Wow. The way he is swallowing that Pikachu.
Yeah, he's just full on gulleting that Pikachu.
The funny thing part, it's like it's not only does he like swallow it like that, but like he spits it out.
Yeah,
he
it's
has
like
an
a
ability to like
projectile, I
spits
think.
it out like a projectile afterwards. It's just
Yeah.
cool.
So, what are we thinking? I'm leaning towards Zigzagoon and Cramorant because I think Cramorant's cool with the two deep throat options.
Yeah.
And then I also just like Zigzagoon because I like the red, white, and blue Kiss shout out.
Yeah, I think
I'm going with that.
Yeah, I think he should do Zigzagoon.
After everything y'all just showed me, I was the Zigzagoon looks cooler than
Did you see the red, white, and blue one or no? Did we pull that up?
he just showed me the one with the
regular
Kiss
one.
looking one.
Okay, let me pull up the shiny one just so that you know. And we can't have, so we don't have, like some bullshit, All right, so that's what the shiny one looks like.
No, I'm gonna stick with the Kiss looking Zigzagoon.
All right.
Zigzagoon is my choice.
All right, so Zigzagoon is the choice.
Yeah. Do it.
Let us know when
But
you
do we
get
all
it.
agree on that? Are y'all
I,
just
I
I'm
agree.
agreeing,
That was
yeah.
my
I think
first
that
and
thing-
second choice was
yeah,
that and Cramorant.
I think that's the coolest one.
kind of looks kind of shitty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yeah, and the
hey,
Sinistee is not too different
Yeah.
than the normal.
yeah, but yeah. Good luck with the Zigzagoon.
And stream it so we can all watch you do it.
Zigzagoon is the choice, Ryan. Get it done.
Yes, and keep us updated with the amount of hours and encounters.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you in 3 months.
84 more hours.
Yes. All right.
All right.
Thank you for writing in. You were wrong. Get wrecked, Luke.
It is not dying.
Moving on.
All right. CLD has 2 questions via Twitter. Number 1, what was the last game that you were so excited about that you pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition that had all the DLC with it? For me, it was Spider-Man. And my answer is the quickest one. The last time I did that was Miles Morales. Because it came with the original
PlayStation,
Spider-Man. Yeah. So mine is also Spider-Man. Mine was the simplest one, so now you guys. Nico's is every game because he does it every time and gets the statues and all that shit.
Freaking murders things. So like, I mean, what is it? The collector's edition? He said.
Yeah, what's the one that you got the pretty much the Ultimate Edition that came with everything?
I have 3 that I got so far that I got the collector's edition. So the 3 that I got that are like the ones that I really prize the most are Overwatch, Horizon Zero Dawn, and The Last of Us 2. So all three of those games I picked up with like the collector's edition. They had statues with it. That's not including Destiny, but unfortunately Destiny's not my favorite one of the collector's edition because they made me rebuy the whole first
Yeah,
part
you
of
just
the
said
game
your
that I
last
had.
one. Yeah.
But the very last one I got was The Last of Us 2.
I do remember walking in your house and seeing that giant Last of Us 2 box.
Yeah, so the
For
last
weeks.
Yeah,
That was an arc on the podcast.
It was, yeah. So, but that's now up. It's being displayed. It's great.
Yeah.
I love it, and it's just I don't know. I really love the statues that come with those, the special ones. I can't wait to go and get the Aloy one that I have at my parents' house, because that statue I've never opened since I got the game. I only opened the box, got the game out, and then I never displayed it.
Shit.
And it's an amazing statue, and I'm hoping that the second one has a collector's edition, because I'm getting that too. But my very last one was The Last of Us 2.
Got you.
My last one probably was Spider-Man, but I didn't get like the big one, like like the one with like all the shit that came with it. Wasn't there like one that was like statue? And,
Oh yeah, I didn't do all that. I just got the one that the $70.
DLC,
Well, no, the
like the
Deluxe.
mid-tier one.
Yeah,
right?
you
It
got
was
the
like,
deluxe edition, right?
yeah, I got the one that came with the other Spider-Man.
yeah.
That's the one.
So
I got.
like as far as that, like I wanted that one, but I didn't at the same time. It was also annoying to me because when I remember it was a statue, and it was a statue that had a spoiler in it in the actual statue. So it was like they didn't advertise what it was, and that pissed me off. And I was like, I'm not buying something that I don't know what it is, if I'm not gonna like it, And then also, once I open it to get the fucking game, I'm gonna get spoiled for the game. Like, no, I'm not doing it. But if we're talking about like Ultimate Edition, like the high tier one, I did Destiny 2, and that one was a waste of money.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like it was just a fucking waste. Like it didn't come in the mail first day that it was supposed to. I paid for same day shipping from Amazon. They fucked up, and then I ended up just buying the regular game at school because I want to play this fucking game. And then that came like 2 months later with the actual edition. Had like a steel book, a map of the first raid, which wasn't even released yet. So it was like, what was the fucking point of it? I think there was like an art book maybe, but it was like a shitty art book that really had nothing to do with Destiny. It was like specifically about the raid again. And then like these 3 little plastic dinky pieces of shit that were like, this is the hunter, and this is the titan, and this is the warlock. And I think the warlock was the one that had like a hole in it, so you could actually put like a string on it and like wear it as a necklace. And I'm a hunter because the hunter's the best class in Titanfall 2. Don't at me. And that one was just like a triangle. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
What do with that? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do anything with that.
Yeah,
It was just a glorified piece of shit.
I didn't get the Destiny 2 Deluxe Edition just because I knew it was gonna be trash. The last one that I got was Forsaken when they had a collector's edition. It was just because they had a statue of Cade, and even then the statue was great. It looked great.
Yeah.
But the construction of the statue was ass.
Quality wasn't good.
It was a hollow statue. It had no weight to it, and then the colors were okay, but a lot of people had issues where Cade's gun was just too flimsy and it kept breaking off. To where mine literally fell the distance of like a foot from where it was sitting, and the gun broke off, and I had to refix it.
Didn't that? So, there was a pre-order bonus for that too. It was like this like weird Cade that was like
you get like the Cade pop or whatever.
It was like a bootleg version of a pop that was like hella detailed. I have 2 of them for some reason, because I remember I pre-ordered it and I got it, and then I went in one day. I went in and I asked the guy at GameStop. I was like, "Hey, I pre-ordered this game. Do I get like the Cade thing in the mail, or do I have to come to the store to get it?" And he just like opened the drawer and gave me one. And then it came in my shipment, so I have 2. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'll do something with the other one." And then now it's still in the fucking box. Yeah. Rightfully so, where it should stay.
Where it should stay
the day that it
forever.
dies.
Yeah, that second game was one hell of an atrocious like moment.
Oh yeah, it got better with time, but then
once you get off of it for a week, and then you're so far behind.
It's bad, man. Yeah. That game is bad.
I think the last time, because I'm notorious for not getting them, the last time I got like a super ultimate edition with a big box and a collectible inside was Grand Theft Auto 4.
Ooh.
That came in I have the box sitting around somewhere. It's in one of these boxes over here. And it came with like a keychain and a duffel bag. And an art book. And the music of Grand Theft Auto 4. I don't know why.
It's still shrink wrapped.
Yeah, I never opened it. That was the last time I did that.
Wow.
Because after that, it was just like, all right, all this shit is cheap. I'm going to just get I'll get the, like you said, the deluxe edition that comes with the extra DLC and stuff, but I never went back and got the ones that come with collectibles and everything in them now.
I told myself that I was just like, if you see a collectible for a game that you truly want to go in like first day in, get it. Because it's like there was so many times like the one collectible that I really missed out on was Monster Hunter. So Monster Hunter Iceborne came out with the Nergigante and the other ice whatever dragon like statue. Those statues look 100% dope as hell. And literally they came out, and the thing about them is when they kept getting released, they got released for like $200. I was like, that's not bad. And then the statue later on, when everything was like said and done, right now the statue alone goes for like $400 online.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I missed out on
Because
like
you can't
a
get them
great
shits
ass
no more.
statue. Yeah, but it looks amazing. And I was like, you know what? From now on, screw it.
Yeah, it's
if
an
I see a
investment.
game that I really want,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw it in there.
Yeah.
So
I feel that. I might do that if they do it for Spider-Man 2 when that gets
Yeah.
announced sometime soon. Hopefully, please do it. God damn it. I need it.
if they have a Gwen Stacy, I'm gonna have to go in on it for you.
They won't. She's dead.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She's dead in this universe
She
technically
is,
because
yeah.
MJ is still a thing.
Unless they just want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Ruin the,
I mean,
the
the
storyline
timeline
they
would
got
be
going.
really
They
weird.
do the Spider-Verse instead.
If they did Spider-Verse, then she could be in it.
Yeah.
I think, unless they're just gonna completely say fuck it to the history of like the Spider-Man lore.
I mean, I don't think Insomniac is ballsy enough to go too far out of
Yeah,
line.
I mean they're already slightly
far.
doing it with Harry Osborn being with Venom,
Being
symbiote,
Venom, yeah,
which is kind of ballsy, but at the same time,
it works.
gimme.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There's another CLD.
We have
question,
one
I
more
think,
from
too,
CLD who asks, I should say, what are your thoughts? He told me he was going to send this because he genuinely did want to know, but he also was like, he's like, here's a double shot for Chris of the two things he loves most in video games right now. He said, he texted me that before he sent it. He said, what are the thoughts on the recent Cyberpunk patch and the Avengers roadmap, including Black Panther, that was laid out this week? He was like, those are Chris's two favorite
I'm
games.
just gonna let you
send it.
answer this one because I have no clue on either of those games.
Well, I saw the roadmap thing for Avengers, which is still hilarious to me, but
I'm still super sad about the fact that Square-Enix name is tied to that atrociousness.
I'll say this: the trailer for the Black Panther looked really cool.
Yeah, I'll say
Did
that.
they show gameplay of it? 'Cause I don't think they did.
No.
no, it's
It
like
was
a
just a-
cinematic
it's just a
thing.
The
Cinematic.
cinematic? Okay, cool.
Well, wait, but let's just set the table a little bit. Though, here's the roadmap. Shut up, dog. Dog, literally, dog. Anyway, the roadmap is in March. Operation Hawkeye, Future Imperfect,
Okay.
and the next gen consoles. I guess it's the upgrade to the next gen consoles. New hero, villain, and story. Free upgrade to next gen. Reassemble campaign replay. I don't know what that means.
So you can play the campaign
You
again.
yeah.
Because you couldn't till
Oh.
now. Like you still can't play the campaign again once you beat it.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Customizable harm room. And then
Yeah. Cool. Wow.
in the spring, it just says spring, no dates or anything. I don't know how to say this word. TACHYON.
You said it
Tachyon?
so fast.
Tachyon?
THCHY.
Yeah, it's Tachyon.
Yeah,
but
Tachyon.
you said
Tachyon?
it so fast that I couldn't even
Yeah.
understand it.
Tachyon anomaly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tachyon particles. Don't you remember? It's like the thing for time travel.
Oh.
Tachyons. That was in what was the one movie with like the lizard people? It was like a remake with Will Ferrell.
Land of the Lost?
Land
Yeah,
of the Lost.
Lost,
Yeah,
yeah.
remember it was like the tachyons.
Oh.
That,
Yeah.
And then they had the song with the eggs and shit.
No,
Oh, yeah.
my nerdiness
I
is
really
slipping.
need this job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well now it makes more sense now.
Yeah, you need this job.
I do. I need this job that we're recording right now.
Points to the microphone for
Right.
you audio amigos.
Gotta love the audio amigos. All right, Tachyon Anomaly in spring. Play as a combination of your favorite heroes. Tachyon missions scaled for power levels 1 to 100. Also, the Red Room Takeover. Enter the Red Room with new themed harm room content. Also, new hero outfits. Then Summer and Beyond. Again, no dates, just seasons. Cosmic Cube. New Scientist Supreme Villain Sector. Confront the what does it say? Oh, the unchecked power of the Cosmic Cube. Wasteland Protocol. New Warzone mission type. Patrol mode. New Warzone and assignment with the Wasteland region. And War for Wakanda expansion. New hero, Black Panther. New hero outfits. Power level cap increases. New villains, including Claw. New Claw faction enemies. New story. New Wakanda jungle biome. New outpost. So, I mean, that's the timeline.
Seasons.
Yeah.
Seasons of shit.
Additional content includes Omega level threat missions, multiplayer mega hives, post level 50 progression, outfits inspired by the Marvel Cinematic Universe, balance tuning, gear and progression, collectible comics system, and matchmaking. That's it. That's everything.
That's a lot. I mean,
I don't care.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I haven't experienced the game, and I was like,
oh man,
I don't want to say anything because I can't. I'm just super sad the fact that the game was so trash and it has fucking Square-Enix name on it.
I feel like they're just taking off-brand flex tape and trying to patch holes, dude. And like it's off-brand, so it's leaking. Like you can only add so much before it's like you're trying too hard with that game. Like I don't want to play it again, but I feel like I have to once the next gen update comes out. Mm-hmm. Just to like give it a fair trial, you know, like because it is objectively shit right now. Objectively, when it first came out, objectively shit. Kind of right now, still objectively shit. If they get their shit together with the next gen updates and like making stuff a little bit more like user friendly for the players and like
life and stuff like that
if that fixes it up a little bit and like the new here like Hawkeye comes out with that, I'm pretty sure if he's fun to play and everything like that. I just don't understand because what was the season? It was like winter for Black Panther.
No, well it just says summer and beyond.
Yeah.
Okay, so like that's like way late in the year. The thing that I'm still concerned about is like they have so many more characters that they need to release. How long do they think this game's gonna last for? Because it can't last for that long with how little they have going on with it.
I don't know. I mean, Final Fantasy 15 has gone for a while, and they're still getting support. That's the thing about Square Enix is they'll always give support to games for a very, very long time.
That's so dumb though. Like, especially with the story. Like they're supposed to fucking move on, and there has to be an Avengers 2 with the way the story ends. But like, unless they just keep it in the same game,
maybe. And they do the same thing as they did with as Destiny did, where they just keep adding DLCs to expand the story.
That would make sense.
That's it. Like, and the reason why I say that is because that's exactly what they did with 15.
Yeah.
Like 15 came out and it was a finished game,
and
but it had outsourced. It had a prequel with a movie. It was released, and it had a divided prequel with a 8-bit side-scroller game that was released alongside with the actual release of the game. Mm-hmm. And that's how they set up the stage for that game. But then later on, they partner up with the guys from Assassin's Creed, and they added a piece of story with that. And then they went on to add some gameplay with Origins. Then they had some festivals. And still to the day of today, they re-released 15, which they called the King Something Landing or whatever it was. And it included everything in one long giant like monster. Mm-hmm. And then they added more to it that actually added extra flavor, extra gameplay. They fixed the quality of life. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I feel like it's going to do good, but it's going to take forever long. Because, again, I don't trust the director that they have on this project. It's like, this director has done nothing for this project so far.
Yeah.
Not to fix it at least as fast as they fixed other games.
Yeah. I just don't understand how long they're going to keep it on life support. Like, there's got to be a moment where Marvel just realizes that they're feeding money into something that, while they have pretty much infinite money. Like, at the end of the day, Marvel, if they needed fucking life-saving surgery for anybody, they could fucking pay for it without even, like, blinking an eye. for this game, like, it needs that life-saving surgery, but doesn't seem like they really give a fuck enough to do that. They need to realize that it's a detriment to, like, their quality and just throw the shit at Insomniac, like, straight up. Like, that's all I care about is just give Insomniac it all.
Just fuel them.
Like, I want... How Disney is becoming the monopoly of, like, every single thing that exists, pretty much, with, like, everything that's on Disney+. Do that with Insomniac. Insomniac is the Marvel Studios game department now.
Yeah.
Allow them to still make other games if they want, obviously, but, like, fucking... Just
That
give it to
studio
them.
should just take the helm for Marvel.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't care about that game anymore. I'll try it, maybe.
And then also adding salt to that, like right after that announcement, it would also confirm that don't look for Spider-Man in that game anytime soon.
Yeah.
Which
They're
is
not-
just a joke. Why
Like
would
that
you-
that was its own article.
Yeah.
Like, don't expect Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Anytime
which is fine because that adding
It's
a
not.
character like when you add
It's not fine
Okay.
because they launched the game saying
Yeah.
Spider-Man's
Saying
coming to
Spider-Man will be
PlayStation
there, yeah.
4.
They use it as a selling point.
Yeah, that was a selling point that Spider-Man was going to be in the game for PlayStation 4. And there was a sticker on the box. Literally for all the PlayStation copies of the game. I took it off of my like wrapper for the shitty game case and put it on my steelbook. So I was like, yeah, I'm ready for Spider-Man in this game.
Nope.
Bro, you can't advertise a fucking thing and then not give it to me for years.
Yeah, that's why Square Enix America is. A
There's
little
people out there
different.
who purchased it
To play
waiting
Spider-Man.
for Spider-Man.
Yeah. It's a joke. The whole game is a joke. They're just slapping everybody in the face, and then like the balancing's not good for the characters. It's super fucking grindy for no reason. You can't play the campaign over again, which is the saving grace of the fucking game. Because the campaign, pretty not bad. It's good for a Marvel story. It's not like like Avengers movie level like shit,
yeah.
but it's good for like a superhero type game, and not allowing people to play it again after they beat it one time, like just the missions at all. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened with Cyberpunk though? I didn't even know there was,
I was
an update.
pulling that up. They're
update, the-
they're the 1.2 their patch
Yeah,
for the
that-
fixes. It'll
That
it's
2.0 patch that we were talking about a few episodes
2.0
back.
is
finally.
more like it.
well they said it's going to fix police response, driving, and more.
Fix police response. What the fuck does that even mean?
Developers admit that driving has been a little twitchy since launch. A little twitchy.
A little twitchy?
Especially on PC. Turns out that the issue was complicated by the game's frame rate. So they're trying to improve the frame rate in order to improve the driving. Individual cars were also tweaked in detail, including players' starting vehicle. CD Projekt Red also noted that cars would sometimes get hung up on environmental details, including curbs and bollards. The 1.2 update will add an unstuck feature, quote unquote, which will allow players to rock vehicles back and forth while holding down the accelerator.
Seriously? So they added a new
They're
feature
adding the
to
feature,
fix
like
something that just shouldn't be there.
That's what you do when your car is like stuck in some ice and you have to
Yeah.
rock it, like accelerate, reverse, accelerate. You're adding the feature to rock your car.
And you know what the thing is I can see that code already fucking it all up.
Finally,
Even worse.
Players will now have more fine control over keyboard bindings related to simple movement. That includes a rework of the game's dodge action.
So what? Control WASD wasn't enough?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
These two games are hot garbage. And I
Players
feel
who
so
commit
sad.
crimes in Night City, either purposely or not, may have noted that the
or not.
unnerving speed with which the Night City Police Department responds. CD Projekt Red said it's aware of the situation and is making some adjustments to where and when the cops show up with guns blazing. Law enforcement should no longer appear directly behind the player and will take more time to respond in general. Beat cops will also be preceded by a flying drone, a new addition to the game.
Alright, let's add shit that's gonna be breaking everything else even more.
Those are the updates.
They're just
Shut it
adding
down.
shit. They're just
Just
adding
shut it.
shit to fix things, and it's not working. Like, go back and fix the source code. Like, don't add shit.
It sounds like the things that they're adding could just potentially break it
other
more
things,
later.
yeah. Like right now, that clause with like the unstuck feature, I can see the unstuck feature getting players literally through the map.
It will.
Because what that means is the unstuck feature, all it means is you have two colliders that are stuck together. What that means is you'll probably have a driving issue where the mesh map is not connected correctly.
Y'all listening to this game dev shit.
Yeah, so like if the mesh map is not connected correctly and your car is actually going too close to another item or another like building or something that has a collider on it to prevent the player to going through, those two colliders get stuck. An unstuck feature, what it does, it reworks the data to rerun the feature of like checking what has a collider. And sometimes what that does, it'll turn off the collider. In the game dev world, if you turn off a collider, you have no rigid body. So that means that it is like a ghost particle.
This is why I love it. Like when things like this happen, I like having you. I'm glad you're a part of this show because you can explain it from the inside out.
Yeah, because what that means as a ghost particle on a ghost object, what that means is there's going to be players out there that are going to feature this, and I can already sense it. They're going to use the unstuck feature. One of the colliders is going to fall, either the buildings or the car. What that's going to do is your car is going to fall right through the floor. There's no rigid body. So there's nothing else that tells the code, hey, keep working with the mesh. It just says, hey, this mesh is turned off. So that means your car is just going to fall right through the
That's
floor.
what happens with GTA 5, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's with theirs. Like, if your car gets, like, upside down, it just flips
It just
itself
flips
over.
itself over, yeah.
Except for now you have control over it.
Yeah, which means you're adding an
Which
extra
is so
code that's
weird.
just not going to do anything.
Just do the GTA 5 thing where it does it automatically for you. Why the fuck would you give the player the option to do it themselves?
Because they're not, and that's what I don't get, because the player is not the dev. So we're just going to fumble around with the controllers and it's going to fuck up something you already have in place.
Correct. And the thing is like, they just need to go back and fix the source code, or, like every other animator would say, trash the project, start over.
Yeah, just delete the whole thing.
Just trash the project, start over. Like, that's literally
Make
all it is.
Bugsnax 2 instead.
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red now presents Bugsnax 2.
Yeah. Like, I've had to do that plenty of times where I literally worked on a script and I'm trying to fix it. And it gets to a point where I'm adding so many other, like, codes or so many other, like, just words and trying to get the source code to really work how I want it. And when I look, I just made a pile of mush. I just take that code and freaking throw it in the garbage. I just delete the code and start over.
Control A.
Yep.
Delete.
That's it. It's just, trying to add things to a code that's broken, what it does is going to break other things that are still working.
Right. Didn't
That's
that already
all it's gonna
happen
do.
before with
Yeah.
them, with one of the updates?
Yeah, when they had the update, it did a game breaking code at the end where you can't play the game. And like it crashes on you and then you can't beat the game. All of that thing happens is because you keep adding code to
Right.
something that's broken. It's just not going to do it. It's like adding freaking, you're bleeding out and you're putting a freaking band-aid on it. It ain't going to do
Yeah.
anything.
I hope that answers your question, CLD, of how we feel and more importantly, how Chris feels about
Delete it all. Delete it all.
It's a little...
Get rid of it. Give me Ultimate Alliance 4.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm sad about that game, though. It should have been so much better than it was.
Yeah.
Both of those two.
Yep. Like I said, when it comes to the Avengers, all I can say is I can only blame the director. That's all.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
they'll
on a
learn their
sad
lesson
note-
someday. Hopefully.
that's a sad note.
Yeah. Well, are we calling it, boys?
I think we have to. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
That's it.
We're gonna end on a sad note. We'll raise it up. What's the question of the week? Do you think? What we asking? What was the thing we asked earlier? Did I die?
Did you die?
Oh,
Go to
yeah.
our Instagram stories. Go to our Twitter. Go to our TikTok. Watch the video. Did I die there? In Breath of the Wild. I don't think I did.
That does not count as a death.
We got 3 out of 3 saying nope.
You get that ability
Yeah,
and
for that reason.
or the fairies in that game in order they're used to not die.
Yeah.
So that when you die it brings you right back.
But technically, you have to die to use them. I
Well-
don't know. I'm a beetle now, but you have to do this.
You have to die to use them.
Get the fuck over here, the little fairies.
But that's the entire purpose of them, is to not die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they're in the game.
Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah.
Over on our Instagram poll, our Twitter, and our TikTok post. Go like that. Go love it. You can find that all at our socials that are saved. The letter B, the number 4 quitting. And then you can even email us if you like and just write us another hate mail and send us Twitch clips from a Twitch stream.
Yeah.
But
we're looking forward to it.
and if you haven't yet, I will be doing more of the squat thing where every new follower I get while streaming, I will do 5 squats. So if you'd like to torture me and you don't follow us on Twitch yet, you got to do it while I'm live.
Trust me, you want to torture him.
Yeah, it has to be while I'm live though. If I'm not live and you just follow, then you're ready for a good time for when it happens. And then 10 for every death. So yeah.
Hey, but don't be scared to not follow while he's not on. You can still do that.
You can still do that.
And go watch him all his squatting bullshit on all the old posts that were on there.
True. All right. Other than that, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to delete the Avengers game from existence.
And restart Cyberpunk's code and everything.
Yeah.
Restart the world's source code so we don't have to enjoy those games ever.
Please. Yeah.
You could also say before quitting, if you or you could, expel some gas.
You can just barf.
You can do that.
Listen, man.
Child barf. There you go.
Child barf? What the fuck?
Chris is gonna go try to beat up the child barf.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just punching vomit on the floor.
Say fucking before quitting.
Yeah, say before.
Say before.